Are you looking for fun new challenges to give your youth athletes in training to work on many fundamental skills? If so, you are in the right place. I'm Matt Tomets back here for round number 2 of my tennis ball series on how I use tennis balls with my youth athletes to work on coordination, hand-eye coordination, and proprioception. The links to the first video will be down below. Check that out, and then I'll get on to round 2. So I'm not going to repeat what I said in the entire first video, but basically using tennis balls in these drills work on 3 main things. Coordination, the ability to accomplish a task with your arms and legs. Hand-eye coordination, basically just orienting your hands relative to what you see with your eyes, aka the tennis ball. And proprioception, just knowing where the body is in space through many challenges. And there's these variables that I manipulate, the type of motion you do, how many feet you use, how many hands you're allowed to use, rules I make. I'm just going to build on that and some of the new variations and examples that I've been using with my athletes. The biggest variation that I've started using with my tennis ball drills is using 2 tennis balls. Whether it be just holding 2 and going left hand to left hand, right hand to right hand, or going left to right, having to transfer the second one underneath, and everything in between. And this is awesome for 2 reasons. Number 1, you can't rely on catching the ball with both hands. You have to get really good at catching just with one hand as your other hand is occupied. And second, not only do you have to accomplish this harder task, but then consequently you have to transfer it or be fluid into moving into the other one, doing it in a rhythmic motion. But 2 tennis balls has been really awesome with a new variation that I've been doing, and that is using a wall. And the wall has many benefits because not only is it going to challenge catching more because the ball is bouncing off of the wall, but also the throwing ability. I think you'd be surprised at how many athletes cannot throw the ball to a specific spot with a certain speed for it to come right back to them. So we're adding another benefit of using our tennis ball drills. And within that, I'll go left hand to left hand, right hand to right hand on 2 feet. You can do it just on 1 foot as well. You can do the throw from one to catch to the other and transfer underneath, like I said earlier. As well as I'll have throw, spin 180, or they'll face left or right. They'll throw it kind of at an angle. They'll have to jump and spin and then catch it. So there's all of these principles, like I said earlier in this video and in video 1, such as rotation, changing the ball, changing the locomotion. You can be shuffling and throw it against the wall and catching it. But the wall is an awesome opportunity to continue to work on that catching, but also that throwing skill. 1 tennis ball, 2 tennis ball, and all types of movement. To build on using the wall, I've been changing the position of them for the catch. My favorite being where the wall is behind them, they have to throw it over their shoulder and then catch it in front of them like that, because it's just so important to have that tracking ability, which they aren't getting in most sports that they play, to track it, to move their head in space, and then orient their hands to catch the ball as well. Second and last big variation is simply just playing catch and thinking of it like an egg throwing contest. You know, how far can you and a partner get away from each other without dropping and breaking the egg? Same concept, just you have to get 3, 4, 5 throws and catches between you and your partner, and then you can take 2 steps back. This works with bigger groups, it's competitive, they're with a partner, they're working on teamwork and things like that. And if there's a theme of this video, it's how do we challenge the ability of the athlete to catch the ball? So if the first video is just locomotion and using their arms and legs, this is going to be adding another layer to it, to using their hands and eyes together to catch it in more challenging situations. As always, the simple Cant rules, which gives the athlete opportunity to be creative and come up with their own variations. So it's a combination of saying, hey, you just can't use your right foot, and then just seeing what they come up with. But then also simply just saying, hey, competition, me versus you, you come up with a variation, and then I'll come up with a variation, then we'll kind of play horse with it. So we'll go like under the legs, around the back, throw off one, catch on the other. And then the next person will have to mirror it. So still giving them that opportunity to explore, experiment, compete, as well as just being creative on the fly. So having them make their own variations, playing horse, if you will. So there you have it. Those are the new main variations that I've been experimenting with my youth athletes using tennis balls in our training. But it's not rocket science. There's all of these different variables that I can challenge the athlete's ability to orient their own body, challenge their coordination, as well as their hand-eye coordination. I'm just mixing and matching and changing and adding new challenges and combining different things together and just seeing what sticks, what doesn't, what they like, what I can see them visually getting better at. So think about it like a formula. There's all these variables and then you just mix and match. Hopefully my explanations and videos of my athletes doing these drills give you ideas, give you inspiration to go out and try and experiment and have a good time with these new variations with your own athletes. Please subscribe if you like this video, like the video if you like the video, contact me on social media at Coach Big Toe if you have any questions, want to just share the successes that you've had using these drills. So have fun, we're still just scratching the surface, and happy tennis balling.